day, everybody. My name is Dr. Syed Shuja Safdar, and I am from Capital University of Science and Technology, Islamabad, Pakistan. First of all, I would like to thank the organizing committee of sixth international workshop on UI Green Metric World University Ranking for allowing us this opportunity to present our work in this conference. So today I'm going to discuss a part of our work, ongoing research, which is actually aimed to uh, optimize the energy pattern from residential or commercial, or you can say building sector. So the current work is actually energy optimization. It is basically a case study of high-rise building using building information modeling. So for this, as we already know that uh, building infrastructure is one of the basic needs of human beings, and with the passage of time and innovation in the technology, so we are having new concept of building design each and every day. But unfortunately, energy utilization in the big building sector is becoming a serious concern with the passage of time, and it is basically a test case for the sustainable development. So it is also predicted that with the passage of time, the energy consumption by the building sector will increase. Now, there are so many reasons. Among the population growth is one of the major concerns, and with the population growth, of course, the requirement for the residential building is also increasing. Now, as in the case of our country, there is a population growth, and with new innovations, as I already mentioned, that we are actually going for high-rise buildings. So for high-rise building, energy is again one of the major concerns. But in our country, we have serious energy issues, due to which it is very much necessary that the energy patterns or the energy consumptions which a building is actually going to uh, spend through its life must be taken care at the planning stage. So for this, we selected a 16-story high-rise building with modern architecture. So this case study was actually developed in a virtual environment using building information modeling. That is, if you say that Revit has been used, and then the 3D model or the virtual model was converted into the energy model, and then energy analysis was performed using Insight. Two scenarios were developed. The first scenario was the conventional design of the building. So energy consumption of that annual energy consumption of that building was achieved, and then certain innovations uh, regarding different aspects of structural and non-structural elements was implemented uh, into the original model, and then again the energy analysis was run, and uh, the difference between the two energy consumptions was noted. So this building actually lies in the capital city of Pakistan, and the original the proposed location is actually at 8 degrees from the true north. So considering these aspects, the actual model 3D model of the building was developed in Revit, and using Insight, the energy analysis was performed. So according to the results that we achieved with the conventional model is that We have an annual energy consumption of almost 267 kilowatt per hour per meter square per year. Now, considering the ASHRAE 90.1 benchmark, the higher values were uh, 1004 uh, kilowatt hour per meter square per year, and with the lowest value of 38 respectively. Now, in order to this was quite extensive building, as we can see that the building the average daily energy consumption lied in the yellow zone. It means that the building design is actually energy intensive. So, in order to meet the challenge of architecture 2030, that means that we have to achieve if we want a sustainable building, we have to achieve a value of 110 kilowatt per meter square per year. So for the optimization, different structural aspects have been innovations in the building have been proposed, like uh, the orientation, as I already mentioned, was 45 degrees. So uh, the window to wall ratio was one of the important aspects. So different walls on different sides like south, north, west, and east within the permissible limits were set for the analysis. And then we have window shades. The window shades were kept 1 by 2 of the window height. Then for infiltration, we adopted 0.285 in our case. Light efficiency was taken as 7.53. So similarly, operating schedule was 12 by 16, means 6 days, and in each day we have 12 hours for the operating. PV panels were also considered for the energy conservation, and surface coverage was kept 60% of the uh, roof area, and then payback period was considered as 30 years. So by incorporation of all these uh, attributes or the factors, the energy model was reformulated, and then again analysis were performed on the new model with new uh, aspects, and we were able to achieve an energy level of which was less than architecture 2030 values, that is 110 uh, kilowatt hour per year per meter square. So after then incorporating all these factors, we achieved 97, which was less than 110. So uh, this so by carrying out this research, we have to come to a conclusion that there is every possibility of reducing the energy by 50%, as in our case, uh, at the planning stage or the design stage of the building. Now, by incorporating certain innovative actions, uh, the architecture 2030 challenge can be managed, and we can achieve a value lower than 110, which is the baseline for that architecture challenge. So if we adopt uh, these type of energy attributes, so we can surely achieve uh, a reduced energy level for the building at the design stage, so which will ultimately help in sustainable development of the buildings, if we consider that the environmental impact of as a result of energy will also be reduced. So with this was actually a brief of what we have actually done for this presentation. So I thank you very much. So if there are any questions about the work, you can reach us from the uh, official details which are actually provided on the conference official website. So with this, thank you very much, and